when you pack it up. You shackle my thoughts and memories that's adding up.
It's time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Throwing again now. McCarthy. Dump off, caught by his back. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Taken in by Addison, left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to the air, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Again, McCarthy to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Another throw here for McCarthy. Hits his running back. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Here's Jones. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. So the defense holds, and that is our final highlight of the first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. 20, 15. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Well, that was quite a way to begin this game, Kate, offensively. And quite a worrying way for those 11 guys defensively. We know that stopping the run's a core component of all of these defensive game plans, and they just put that plan through the shredder.
Point after added on by Elliott. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down carry for Jones. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Go left side, brought in by Hopkinson. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. On him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Just a tremendous effort from the defense there. A sense of urgency on 1st down in the red zone. Got to find a way to knock this offense backwards, and the defense just did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Looking Hopkinson, he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, 73, 73!
Hurts now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Josh Metellus on the coverage.
Hurts throwing again. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
180, 180. Hey!
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime.
There's a good chance. He wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
The 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's trying to push the field. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You better run step, but it's not enough.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Tigers one, Tigers one.
Hurts to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Saquon Barkley.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Up second down at the 23-yard line.
He finds Dotson left side. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
A gain of 2 brings up third.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, run with Barkley. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
The play fake now Hurts to throw. He rolls to his right. Now he'll fire it deep. He's headed back towards the center of the field. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
A number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Well, they can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. And we'll play action here. It's McCarthy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And that brings up 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Blake
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
He's got it inside the 25. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now Hurts. Screen to Barkley. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
He'll throw it. This throw is caught. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Okay, they don't lightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They're going to try with the wideout. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. All right, here we go. Second down.
6 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
He gets another shot here. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. A.J.